Teach your children well. Their fathers
7:39 and 72 degrees as we greet you on a Thursday morning. Okay, big topic here in town. Months ago, there was a whole lot of talk about a new home rule charter that would really change the way Dallas schools run, and a big push to get it on the November ballot. So now it looks like there's going to be a much longer road ahead for home rule. Bob Weiss is the chairman of the 15-member committee in charge of the process and joins us this morning with an update. Hi, Bob.
Hi there. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you could come in to discuss this because everyone's wondering, okay, creating a charter to get on the November ballot, it sounded not feasible to some people, and now that's really the reality, right?
Yes, that is. There is not going to be a vote on any proposals in November.
And so in terms of state law giving the Home Rule Committee a year to finish up the work, we know that there is time to finish all of this, but what's the timeline? What's the next deadline, and when will we hear some real solid facts about how this is going to work?
Right. The next meeting will be posted today, as a matter of fact, for Monday the 18th, and we are going to move forward as a follow-up to what we discussed at the last meeting, getting out in the community. Everyone will see the schedule that'll be proposed so that we can begin to have a listening tour in each school district to hear what people have to say, invite experts on areas of interest to the community and to the commission, and of course to carve out time so the commission can talk and discuss what it wants to do.
Now, initially it seemed like there was this big push to get it on the November ballot. When was the decision made that, okay, that's not going to happen and we're going to have a new game plan?
Well, I don't know if there was a specific date or a decision. As I became chair and realized it was summertime, getting resources to even start this, the community has to understand this has never been done before in the state of Texas. So we are creating a process that's fair, open, and transparent, and that just takes time.
And so what's the next step for all of you?
The next step, hopefully on Monday, is to agree on a timetable to engage the community in conversation, begin hearing experts. We've already started that by listening to attorneys who are helping us understand Chapter 12, which turns out is complicated.
So it's about understanding, but then it is a part of this process, educating the parents on what this will actually look like in real life for their kids, or do we even know yet?
Well, I think as we have these conversations, we want to hear from parents to understand what their concerns are and how they can make the schools better for them and their children. At the end of the day, every recommendation has to help children achieve academic success.
Okay, let's talk about logistics on this, because how do you get enough people to the polls for this to pass? 25% is needed. That is so much higher than a lot of the elections, and that's why this November obviously was looking pretty good. So how are you going to do that? Are you going to wait several years, or?
I'm not a campaign expert. What I want to focus on is coming up with good recommendations that improve the chance for educational opportunity and academic success. When we get to that point, I think we can focus on then how is an election to take place. That's really not the jurisdiction of the Charter Review Commission. Our job's to come up with a report and then just see where it goes from there.
Okay, and then somehow get people to
Vote.
show up and vote. Bob Weiss, it's interesting to learn from you kind of how the process is going, so thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You bet, and we will we'll be following up on those
Good.
meetings as well. We have a link with more information on home rule on our website to get everybody caught up on what's going on at myfoxdfw.com.